Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, you did it. Okay. You guys. Perfect. Perfect. Hello. Your name and salon number. And then I'll just add people to the list.
Everybody online, if you guys will sign in that way, you can just put in the chat at each location, so we have everybody's name. Then the one here, sign in on the paper. So we're gonna get started. Thank you for coming today. I'm Melissa, and then we have our educator, Danielle. She has our Oregon location. And we both have been on the design team for about 2 years now. And we're excited that we did get the new lighting system. It's Blonde Max 9 Plus. And we're going to teach you a little bit more about it today. And Danielle, are you there? You maybe lock their door real quick. Do you want to introduce yourself, Danielle?
Yes. Hi. So yeah, I'm Danielle. I'm a mentor in our international design team. And yes, I have been a part of the education team since November of 2023. And I absolutely love it. And I love bringing education. I love learning. I think as stylists, we should never stop learning. And I love giving it and I love getting it. And specifically today, the Blonde Max has been so fun to learn about and to fun playing with and doing creative things with. I've already done a few clients with it, and so it's been really, really fun for me to do. And so I really hope that with more education, you guys will have fun going forward with it as well. So yeah, we're gonna have fun today.
I'm just letting them in, and then I'll submit my screen so you guys can see.
That's me. Anything else? What about you, Melissa?
So I've been with the design team pretty close to 3 years. I am a lighter person that do a lot of foils, and this is a game changer for me. So it has made foiling more fun. And if you have stylists that sometimes slip with their foils, this has made it so you don't have this slippage and it stays where it's supposed to be. Yeah, questions? If you guys have questions, please feel free to chat them online, and Jess is running the online for us, so she'll ask when we're able to ask the question. So welcome to Blonde Max. So how this lightner works, it's oil powered. It's going to be fast lightning, so you're going to get some fastest lightning out of all the matrix lighteners. It's going to lift to tone. Can you guys hear me?
We can't see you.
Yeah.
All right, it's back now.
Can you see me now? Ryan, you're online. Can you see?
I can see the screen where it says how it works.
So I won't be able to share the screen and be able to show you guys. But I'll tell you about it and then we'll turn off the sharing so you can see a little bit more in person. So it is our first oil powered lightener. It delivers fastest cleanness and most lift yet. So you're gonna get brightness, protection, and the max amount of lift. It's gonna lift up to 9 levels plus. They say 9 levels, but sometimes we're getting lighter than that. So if you, I'm gonna show this next screen real quick. Okay. You guys are gonna get these handouts to your managers all through email, so you'll have this. So it talks about the different lighteners that we do have. We have the blue, and then the purple with bond, and then the high riser, and now our 9 plus. So with the 9 plus, you're gonna get 9 levels plus of lift. It's gonna neutralize for you, and it works well with curly hair. It's all for all hair types. And Danielle, do you have anything to add with this case? You're muted, Danielle, sorry.
Oh, I don't have anything to add. Your screen isn't sharing anymore, though. No, I think it's super smooth to apply. Yeah, perfect. If you guys haven't like seriously tried it without even this education class today, it's a really smooth lightener. It's creamy and it's lush and I don't know how to explain it. It's a creamy, easy to apply, so nice consistency. It's when they say brightest and cleanest lift, like it really is, you guys. It's just a beautiful, awesome product.
That's it, you put this on the camera. Yeah. So we have a little demonstration. Jess is gonna step in front of the camera. So you guys can see the difference in the developer real quick, and then I'll share my page again. Can you guys see Jess? Oh, Jess. So we turned off the camera. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So this white one, you can see it's a lot more thicker and it doesn't really pour out easily. Where the old developer, it's gonna be a lot more runnier and pours more quickly out. So with the new, stand right here for just a second. New developer, we do recommend using more of a scale. And you guys can talk to your managers. We all do have an order budget, and these are on Shop Super Center for about $26. And Lana has okayed that the salons have a scale. So you would turn it on, you zero it out, and then you would pour, and you can see it doesn't really come out easily. So if you're a measurer like I am, I'm gonna help you a little bit. I recommend using one of the small brushes, and you're gonna get everything out of that measuring cup because it does leave quite a bit behind. Does that make sense to you guys? Let's go back. package here. So if you're balayaging, the ratio you're gonna mix with your powder is gonna be 1-to-1. And it comes with 20 and 30 volume. The reason it doesn't come with 40 is because 40 is really powerful and we're already getting the maximum lift with the 30. Eventually there will be a 9 volume. So if you're a little slower on the foil, the 9 volume will be available for you. The foils, or if you use papers, they recommend 1 to 1.5 ratio. And usually if I do 2 scoops of powder, I do 3 ounces of the developer. And then if you're doing on scalp, it's 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. So you would do 1 scoop of powder to the 2 ounces of developer or 3 ounces of developer. And if you're doing on scalp, 20 volume is only recommended, not the 30. And we always want to make sure you guys are following the manufacturer's directions. So everything is printed on the package too, if you guys need it. Danielle?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, manufacturer's directions is super important in the mixing ratios. And if like 1-to-1, 1-to-2 doesn't make sense to you guys, it's 1 scoop to 1/2 ounce of lightener. So like how she was showing you the scales, or the 1 to 1.5 is 1 scoop to like 0.7 ounce, and 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 is, I have it written. Sorry, it's 1 scoop to 1.5 ounces roughly. So that makes more sense in your brain. So it's not like a 1 scoop to 1 ounce. It's 1 scoop to 1/2 ounce of light developer. Sorry, 1 scoop powdered lightener, 1/2 ounce developer. Okay. The Blonde Max.
Danielle, I'm going to stop you for just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to turn this one on. So we got a little confusion here in class. So I just, sorry, we need to flip the camera. So I am a measurer. I'm not a scale user. It's too confusing for me. So with my measuring cup, I always take a permanent marker and just mark the lines so it's a little nicer. So if you're a stylist like me, this is going to be a little easier, and just use the brush to get it out than the scale. The scale is set differently.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, and I love, every stylist is built different, and that's what's beautiful about this industry, right? I love that we're all built different, and there is different ways of doing all the things, and that's what makes us all awesome. So, yeah. Blonde Max 9+ brightening lightener provides up to 9 levels of lift. So what does that actually mean? Because it says, how fast will I see the 9 levels of lift? And it's processed for max up to 50 minutes at room temperature. As different types of hair process at different rates, it's best that you check it right at different times. It's always recommended that you check it at 5, 10, 15 minutes. Regularly to determine when you reach your desired results. Always perform a strand test when using lightener on hair that has been previously colored, especially if you don't know what that color is. So what is new with this lightener? It's a lightener that lifts evenly and brightens brilliantly. And guys, I'm telling you, it really does. Beautiful. It's the first oil-powered 9-level lightener delivering the fastest, cleanest, most even lift, brightest blonde. I did a really gorgeous blonde yesterday. I'm so proud of myself. It's gorgeous. Thank you. It was so pretty. The technology provides maximum brightness, oil-powered formula, boosts performance for a faster, more even lift. This is compared to the High Riser, if you guys use the High Riser, which was an awesome powder lightener. This has I would say the effectiveness, but also the gentleness and the max neutralization compared to the High Riser, which just had like lifting power. This has 2 added benefits compared to High Riser. Excuse me. So again, why is it called 9 plus? If I get up to 9 levels of lift, it's the combination of up to 9 levels of lift in conjunction with maximized neutralization to provide our cleanest canvas, and I do mean cleanest canvas. Melissa, Jess?
Can you hear me?
Like we
We can
can now.
see. Yeah.
You got muted somehow. I didn't catch it.
Okay, can you guys hear us again?
Yeah.
Okay, do I need to restart from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so my questions was, why must I use the dedicated developer? What is the benefits of the oil in the system? What happens if I use the Matrix Cream developer, which is the old developer? How many levels of lift will I achieve? And then can I use the Blonde Matte followed by Matrix Instacure products? Can Blonde Matte be mixed with another lightener? So with the first question, with their developer, it is calibrated to work just with this system. So it will not work with the other lightener systems. And it's going to give you the perfect consistency and the most highest level of lift using it together. And then the second question is the oil. Why does it have oil in the product? It makes so it doesn't dust like other lighteners. It's in a stick where you put it onto the hair or onto your foils, however you're doing the application. It's going to stay there smoothly. And you'll notice it does have a kind of bluish purple tone on there. I always, when I check, I recommend you guys check in about every 15 to 20, 25 minutes. But you would run your hand over that just to make sure you see how it is lifting. Because with the bluish purple, you won't see the natural tone that you're lifting. So it's always good to check with your finger. And then how many levels you get is up to 9 levels, and it's gonna be more clean. We do always recommend you doing a toner after, because that's gonna help close the cuticle and help fill in the color. Yes, you can use Instacure after it, or any of the Olaplex bond building system you can use after it, and that's what's recommended to help keep the hair healthy. So can the lightener be mixed with another one? The answer is no. We never want to mix, and we always want to follow the manufacturer's directions. And they always tell us to teach you guys to check the back of the package if you're ever unsure. And it is written really small, and I'll come up to the camera so you guys can see it. I'm one of the stylists who will take a picture with my phone and zoom it in if you can't see it. And so I do recommend that for you guys. Oh, Danielle, you're up again.
Hello again. Sorry, guys. Okay. So my next question, can I use heat with Blonde Max 9+ brightening lightener? And no. The use of heat during processing is not recommended. Is this product for all hair types? Yes. That's why my mannequin has curly hair. Yeah, curly hair. This product can be used on all hair types. Blonde Max Plus Brightening Lightener helps maintain pattern definition. Can Blonde Max 9+ Brightening Lightener be used the same day as another lightener, chemical relaxer, or texture service? No. You cannot use Blonde Max Plus Brightening Lightener the same day as another lightener. You can never use Blonde Max Plus Brightening Lightener after a chemical relaxer, and truly no lightener after a chemical relaxer. You must wait 2 weeks before using Blonde Max 9+ Brightening Lightener after any texture service. So that's perm relaxer. Use discretion when lightening hair that may be sensitized. Do not perform any lightener service on hair that is very fine or fragile. Always perform a strand test when using a lightener on hair that has been previously colored, especially if you don't know what that color is. We recommend following the instructions found on the pack when reading and reading the safety warnings provided. Again, like Melissa was saying, everything, now granted, it's really small, you guys, but it's all right there. It's really small, but it's all right there. Can Blonde Max 9+ Brightening Lightener be used on all levels? Yes. Blonde Max 9+ Brightening Lightener, that's a mouthful, by the way, can be used on all starting levels, including levels 9 to 5, when up to 9 levels of lift is desired. You can also start on level 6+. So they gave us a 20 and a 30 volume. Darker levels, if you are looking for a brighter lift, 30. Like if you're starting with a lighter level, 20. For example, you're going to check that every, 5, 10, 15 minutes, right? It's just watch it. If you're doing a balayage, watch it. Coils, watch it. Yeah. All right. Melissa.
My next question is, what does the developer do with the Blonde Max? You guys are going to hear me refer it to as Blonde Max instead of Blonde Max 9+, because it's a whole mouthful. So I shortened it for myself. And then why is there not 40 volume? Can Blonde Max be used for on the scalp and off the scalp? And then can I put plastic wrap on it when I balayage or mache? And then what is the fragrance? And how fast will I see 9 levels of lift? So with the developer, there is 20 and 30 developer, and in a little bit, there'll be 10 volume too. And so you could use any of those developers dedicated to the lightener. I use 20 the most and get a lot of lift with just 20 volume. And it works great on hair that has been previous colored. And I have some examples with you in the class today, different types of lightener depending on their natural hair level that I'll show you. And so the reason there isn't 40 volume is even on the darkest hair, we're getting the max lift with the 30 volume. And so we know the higher the volume, the more damage it is to the hair. So it is not recommended to have a 40 volume in this system. And then can the Blonde Max be used on and off the scalp? The answer is yes. On the scalp, it is only recommended to do the 20 volume, and we need to refer to the ratios that I said in the beginning. So you guys are going to have more developer in your formula when you're doing on the scalp. So can you use plastic wrap for balayage? The answer is yes. Do not cover it though if you're doing on the scalp lightning. So it is not recommended that you put a shampoo cap over top of it. Just if you're someone who uses the plastic wrap instead of foil to lay it on, that's what you could do. And then the smell of it is fragrance free, so it doesn't have a fragrance to it. And then how fast depends on the level of hair. So the maximum time is 50 minutes. We do recommend checking in about every 15 to 20 minutes to see how it is in a lip. So we're going to ask, is there any questions from stylists that they have about the lightener right now?
So you said that it's not recommended on fine hair. That's what it said.
Fine hair, you always want to do a test strand.
What if you use a regular demo? It's what's going to happen.
Hold on, they don't hear your question. Can you come? I gotta say it loud enough.
Awesome. What if we use a regular developer instead of this?
So if you use regular developer, it will not achieve the way it's supposed to. And this did happen in one of my locations. It is not recommended. You guys are not gonna get the lift that you're supposed to. And you're gonna notice the difference when you do it. Again, don't go against manufacturer's directions. There's a reason that's in place and it does protect. Yes, Deb.
Okay, so if you're going through like, say, level, the darkest hair color, like level, I'm gonna say blue.
So Deb's question is, if you use it on 3 or 4, will it lift? The answer is yes. And I do have an example on, I know everybody's not on the Facebook page. There is a customer that I did, that we did levels 3 and Super Sync, and it lifted just fine with it. So do we have,
Melissa,
yes, Ryan?
yeah, one of my stylists was just asking, what about for the salons that have the infrared lights? Is it safe to use under those?
So as educators, we are told no. I know there's salons that do. As educators, we're going to tell you no, because we have to teach by the manufacturers. So it
Nope,
always no heater light.
Yep, I love that answer. So thank you.
Do we have more
Yes.
questions for the online? Danielle, did you have something to add?
I was just saying that was a great answer.
So I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see the two that I have done here. Just so you could see the difference.
We can't
And-
see you.
I'm coming around.
You
Oh.
had it on your camera.
Sorry, I kind of stopped there in for a minute. Okay, so they did not know I was doing this today. But Jess had 5 mocha and super sink. And she decided she wanted her blonde back. And so I did do the blonde max when it first came out. And then our other one was super fine hair, and she did not know I used it on her, is our stylist Brenda.
I didn't.
Her natural level is a level 7, and she has super fine hair. But you can see she likes it pretty close to platinum. And so it worked amazing, and neither one felt like they had lightener on their hair. So it is gonna be a softer product and more gentle. But again, if you find that they do have color on their hair, you always recommend doing a strand test before you complete the service. So Danielle, I'm gonna turn it over to you to do your demonstration.
Yes, can you hear me? Okay, yeah. I was like, was I muted? I wasn't sure if I was muted. I'm sorry, guys. I promise I'm human. I got this. So I am going to show you basically a partial hairline brightening up. So this can be where we're reaching summertime, so you can do it. It's so versatile. So someone can come in and ask for like a pop right here. So like a girly that wants to do something here, just to brighten up, or you can do the whole hairline if they are ponytail girlies and want to throw everything up. It's a great start. Like especially right now we're doing the foil packages. And so it could start with a mini in the front. It can be a partial with the hairline. And so I've started with, I parted her just straight down the center, but we're working with the hairline. And so if your client has, like me, a straight across hairline, this can be one foil. If they have a very harsh widow's peak, this sadly, like a money piece, needs to be 2 foils. This is where mini, partial, becomes kind of like, is this 1? Is this 2? Right? Anyways, so one foil or 1 foil, right? Okay. She's going to be 1 foil right here.
We lost volume again.
It can be baby weaved. When did you lose it?
A couple minutes ago.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? When? Where do I need to start talking?
You said one foil.
When you're
foil.
when you were talking about the money piece.
Foil. Oh, okay, money piece. So like, yeah, so that it could be 1 foil or 1 foil, and that's subjective to hairline. Everything along the hairline should be weaved, but again, it's all subjective. So fine baby weaves or a teased baby weaved, but we want it to be diffused, right? Nobody wants to throw their hair back. Like even I have short hair now. You guys have seen my hair journeys. Most of you who've been here for a fat minute, I've been on a hair journey. Even me pulling this back, I do not want a harsh line right here. We want a diffused line. So it can be teased, it can be weaved. Ooh. But we want it to be diffused right here. So, but I'm gonna, for sake of teaching this, we're gonna just work on one side here. So we're gonna act like she's gonna have two today. So she's gonna have one right here. I didn't mix my lighter. I want to show you guys this. This is one scoop of our Blonde Max, and I'm gonna shorten it like Melissa did because that is a mouthful. This is one scoop of Blonde Max, 1/2 ounce weighed, 1/2 ounce weighed of 20 volume. I'm gonna give her a little mix, and it mixes thick. She's thick. Has anybody played with this yet? Why do I keep getting muted? It's too irritating. Okay. You can still hear me? Right. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. All right, I'm gonna weave this. Again, everything at the hairline should be weaved. You can still hear me. I'm gonna like finally weave it. Gonna finally weave that.
Hey, Danielle,
Yes, sir.
is there any way you can lower your camera just a little bit? We can't see what you're doing.
I can raise my doll head.
Thank
Wait.
you.
Actually, wait, yeah. Is that better? Yeah. So yeah, what I did was that. Can you see me? This better? Can't see my phone. Me.
She should do it here, so.
Are we good?
Danielle and Ryan, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
my phone died, so we're switching to Jess's.
Cool. Yes. I tried to finely weave this. It's a doll head. Imagine this is a fine weave. And it's literally right here on the hairline. And again, it's all subjective. So this could be even slightly teased.
You can't see it.
You can't see it.
No, way too. You can lower the camera. There you go.
Danielle, do you have a stylist with you?
I do have a stylist with me.
Will you have them hold the phone over the mannequin head?
There we go.
Thank you. Now we can see from this time. I know that come back in 4 weeks, but this is too long here. I don't want to, it's like blood come over it. So,
Good. Better? But that's farther away. That's what we do.
Can't hear you.
yeah, just facing it till I go on vacation in August. Okay.
What do we want? Wait. Is better?
Yes.
So that was right there on that front hairline. Now we're going to take one directly behind it. That is going,
Come on, you're like.
Danielle, somehow you muted yourself.
I'm not touching the phone.
Okay. You're unmuted now.
I'm way over here. I don't even know how it's happening. Okay, so
I think we're having technical difficulties today.
directly behind this hairline, the head is round. Okay, the head is round. We are going to take so many technical difficulties today. I have never. Okay. We are going to take, this one is directly on the hairline. We are going to take a curve section right here. Directly behind this foil. Right there. Can you see it? Oh, it's beautiful. From behind.
The same thing, right?
Can you lower the camera a little bit more? There you go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. This is on. Okay. Yes. All right. And okay, and it's curved, and foils are thin and movable. Right?
Your computer.
Am I muted? No, thank God. Okay. Don't be afraid of curved sections. Oh, that is a beautiful section. I'm actually so proud of myself that wasn't even straight on. Myself. Can I make myself bigger so I can see myself? No, it's fine. Okay, that's fine. I'm like, I can't even see myself. I don't know what they can see. Okay. We're rolling with it. Okay. And again, I'm going to do, because I want this to look like a natural sun-kissed diffuse. We don't want harsh lines here at the hairline. Let me come in closer. Sorry, Kate. So just diffused. But again, it's all subjective here. So it could be a fine weave. It could be a fine weave. It could be a teased weave. But we want diffusion. Yeah, I got there. Oh no, I need to. Good. I'm still not muted.
You're good, Danielle.
You just let me know.
So Danielle's sections look to be about an inch subsection she's leaving behind, so you guys know.
Nope, that's totally out of frame. Here we go.
That's not. Silence, yeah. Oh, God. It's like, I don't know. It's like fun.
It's so creamy. If you guys haven't had a chance to play, look at it.
Okay. Yeah. Up to each other. Pot in the hole and go.
My scan was breaking.
Oh. Got it twice, every time. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. The next section, and this is also subjective based on our head and our brain.
Yeah.
Our next two sections that we're going to be focused on.
Okay. I
Your
got my
IDs,
notes.
okay,
Okay.
I double check, go to Canada.
Two sections.
So,
So because people's hairlines are sometimes different. Sometimes this needs to be 2 or 1 foil. She's teeny weeny, so this is 1. This will, for this is 1, this is going to be 1 foil.
yeah, and you can, it's a long thing.
Anyway. Whoa. My stand broke.
Danielle, I finally figured out how to get you bigger out so they could all see.
If I'm bigger for the class, then that's fantastic. I'm not bigger for me, but that's good for the class then.
He's strong.
Am I?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's,
No, yeah, it's like that out.
Okay, it's fine. We're good. We are total. We're good. Okay. So,
Sorry
like I
to
said,
interrupt. Hey, Danielle, just 1 second. Sorry. Would it be possible for Jessica to mute herself? I'm getting a lot of like noise coming from the background and it's really hard to hear Danielle. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
good, cool. So, like I said, every client is going to have a different hairline. So again, all subjective hairlines. This particular client, that she's going to only need 1 foil right here. Our goal is to try to go as thin as possible following that hairline. And again, I'm going to baby weave it or finely weave it, or you use whatever terminology. And it could be a teasy weave or a baby weave, a fine weave, right in there. I'm going to show you a technique though. When doing like a hairline weave that has worked for me versus doing like something in their face, which is totally fine because I just did those 2 foils in her face. But here's basically our fine weave. Sorry, she's a doll head. So yeah, it's not, bear with me, doll heads, right? But we can use our clients' skulls as our board. I broke my stand. It's not, it's fine. Stay. Okay, and then boom, we just move it out of the way. See? Nice. Okay, so that's I'm only at 1, 2, 3 foils. Okay. Then another foil moving right along. So would be right above this ear section. I don't know how to do this. Okay. And we're doing another focused on the curve of the head is right here above this, the ear. Can you see? You can't see. Okay. Right here. And remember, this is adding, we're thinking about those that when they put up their hair, they want that brightness along that hairline. That's the goal of this foil placement. So our goal is to get as close to that hairline as possible. So like, here's the ear. Nope, shoot. Okay, here's that ear. Over. Here's that ear. Here's that hairline. So it's right there. Right there on that hairline. And again, super fine weaves, again, teasy weave, something, but we're looking for brightness along that hairline and curved lines to match that shape of the head so that everything flows naturally. And looks kind of sun-kissed from the natural lightness of the sun. Like the sun came and did it all by itself and we just helped the sun do it. Am I okay? I'm not muted. We're good. And again, the foils will bend and move with a curved line. That one was messy. I apologize for how. No, I guess it doesn't look messy. It looks messy for me. Okay, good. No more technical difficulties. This makes me so happy. I'm gonna tuck that there so you can guys see me move to the next section. So now we're into the nape. So this is where we could stop in like a quote unquote partial. This is where we're moving into kind of like full foil territory, or because remember, you'd have to move to the other side, right? Because this is 1, 2, 3. This is now 4 foils. So we're past kind of the quote unquote mini because duplicate that 4 and 4 is 8, right? When you're thinking partial and minis, things like that. But now moving into the nape, we only have 2 more foils that we're going to be talking about. Well, 2 or 3. Again, napes are subjective, just like the front hairlines were subjective, like we were talking about straight versus widow's peak. Everyone has seen different nape lines as well. So a doll head, we're typically given straight doll head, which we all know people have like the M&M or the McDonald's arch, I mean. And so napes are also subjective here, but we are going to do one here along the side of our client's neck. Oh my gosh, this is not a straight line. Well, it's not meant to be a straight line. Again, curves with curves of the head, because none of our clients have straight heads. Well, that's not entirely true. I've seen some straight heads. Okay. Because I moved over sides, I'm gonna do it this way. So we're doing one along the side here. Again, though, this is where you could have used your client's head as like a color board and done the opposite way, standing over there. I had moved sides, so this is fine. They're for you. Look at that saturation. So good. Okay. Just love how creamy it is. All right, so this is where, again, one or two more foils would be used for the nape, depending on your client's nape shape. When we're looking at the nape, though, regardless of where this last foil or foils, sorry, is placed, we do want to do this type of motion where we want to think about that middle part of this side foil. And that, because that adds brightness, if they wear their hair forward, coming forward, there's a magic piece that happens right here in a girl's, or well, guys, whoever wears their hair forward like this, when they do that, right here is a magic piece when they do that of brightness. So right here, when we place that last foil, regardless of if we come further this way, depending on the hairline. Now, again, this is a doll head and she has a perfectly straight nape, which again, no one does. But well, not no one. That's probably a rare percentage, but we want to focus on ending that in the middle of that side of the neck foil here because of that brightness that is going to happen right here when they wear their hair forward, not just up in a pony. Okay. Me. I don't know if I can, hold on. Switch sides again, maybe. Okay. So also right here at the dead center, because we also want to think about that. Can you see me? Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, good. So remember, this is also a hairline because when we put our hair up in a ponytail. So we're going hairline. Oh, dead center hairline is also our goal right down here. Dead center hairline. Dead center foil right there. Okay. Got it. Beautiful. What's not beautiful? It's beautiful enough, I suppose. Okay. Fine weave. Hey, Melissa, when did I put in my first foil? If you're talking, you're muted.
Danielle, can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's gonna echo for just a second, but I'd say you're probably about 15 to 18 minutes in. I didn't set a timer.
No, cool. I just wanted to give them a peek. This was 20 volume. I wanted to give them a peek at what the first foil looks like. Last foil's in. Even with our technical difficulties and having to take pauses and me not fully working straight through, right? So maybe I had to like answer a phone call or answer a question for a stylist. Here's the lift that we have in the 15, 18 minutes from when the first foil got on. Now, she doesn't generate heat. She's a doll head. A human head generates heat, just FYI. So imagine the lift a human head has in 15, 18 minutes. So, all right, there's my hairline tutorial. So what you would do in your hairline foil is repeat what I just did on the other side, right? It's an amazing pop of, again, color along the hairline. It's a great add-on kind of, well, not add-on. I mean, it's a great add-on, but you got to add on time too. So be mindful of timing in your services, but especially heading into brighter days for the summer, brighter hairlines are really awesome for long-haired people who love to wear their hair up, even when they like to wear their hair down. Don't forget that. This is a money piece too. So yeah, have fun, guys. I'm still gonna be here, but this low camera is gonna hurt my back. So let me put it up again.
So I'm gonna move to my model, but I want to make sure, does anybody have questions that's online? If you guys want to unmute or chat in and ask your questions real quick before I get started on mine. I'm gonna turn off my computer and Jess will be holding the camera. That's if you don't mind. So before we get started, I wanted to show you the difference between the two different lighteners so you guys can see the consistency. This is the blue Light Master. You can see it's more thin and it kind of flakes off like a dusting. Where the Blonde Max, you can see the difference between the two. It doesn't flake like the Light Master. And for the ones here, you can touch it with my finger. The new one is not gonna be dry and powdery like the Light Master. It stays like this the whole time. So you're gonna have more of a wetter consistency because of the oil in the product.
Using this.
No, we charge the exact same. It's just a better product. So I challenge you guys to get to use it. Because you'll love it as much as I do. This is my go-to lightener from now on.
Powder?
Yes, this is the old powder where this is the new one in the pink container. So with your customers, I'm gonna turn so you can kind of see. You see kind of the hairline, and then if you go right underneath here, the hair always naturally lifts because of the bend of the head. So we always want to take in consideration the bend of the head. So this is going to be someone like me here who really isn't sure about wanting color, but she's kind of tired of her old color and she just wants something new. So this is going to be more of your 5 foil placements or more of your partial. And we have the foil packages going on. So this is something you can recommend to your regulars just for fun for the summer. They may want something a little bit different or just to change it up. Ryan, are you still there?
Yes,
Okay, can you guys see okay?
yes, that's good.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I just took a zigzag parting. And we're gonna do this around the whole head. But I'm gonna do it in smaller sections for you guys. Sorry, I have to go back up here. And just again, so you guys can see the difference in the bowls too. I always whisk it with a whisk. And then if you use the smaller brush for when you take it out of the measuring cup, this is the one we don't need.
It's this old one, right?
But as you guys are whisking it, you can see how much thicker it is.
Down here.
I'm gonna hand you this. And can I have the foil? The box of foils?
Oh, yeah.
Probably the color one so they can see it a little bit more. So I'm gonna take a diagonal parting. And it's about an inch thick, if that makes sense to you guys. And this is gonna be a chunkier weave. So when they pull their hair up, we aren't gonna be able to see the highlights underneath. But if they were to wear it down, it's gonna give you more of a balayage look. They're gonna be more peekaboo foils. So I do them a little bit more on the medium to chunkier side. But you can see that this applies nice. If you don't want to go all the way up to the roots, I apply it halfway down first and then feather down with it, and it will stay where you place it. And the reason I go down is because I don't want to feather it up into the other hair.
Yeah.
And again, I'm doing a zigzag parting. So the next one is gonna be from here down, and I wanna foil it so it lays this way. Making sure I leave enough at the bottom where you cannot see it if they're pulling their hair up. And this one, I'm gonna do a little bit thicker of a weave. Do you guys still see okay?
Yeah, you look good.
So I usually do 3 in the back section. So I'm gonna leave one for the side over here, and then the other one I do right in the middle here. Still more at a diagonal angle when I'm taking the pieces. And you can change the pattern if you want it finer or thicker. Mine are gonna be more thicker because I want them more noticeable. Can you guys see how much less product you're using compared to the other lightener? Brenda, do you want to grab me that bowl of the other lightener just so they can see the difference? It's okay, go grab. If you mix a tiny bit.
I think.
They're gonna mix a teeny bit more because they rinsed it out already for me.
No, you can,
So these 5 foils is something quick. That probably will only take you about 15 minutes, if that. So it's something you could add on with your services quickly and be able to still fit it in. Yes, if you do 20 volume. So we're to the other side right now. So same thing. I'm gonna kick a little bit of this out because that would show if I left that little section. So that's our 5 foils right there. So you guys know, once I drop the hair, you can see where the natural curve of the head, you're getting more lift up in here. So that's always why we want to take in consideration where we see it. So this is going to look more like a sheet of color underneath here if they were to part their hair. Where if they come up here, where it naturally curves, it's going to be less showing than here. So they'll see more of a solid color underneath here versus up here, how the hair lays. So I do want to show you the difference between the other lightener. And this is the Light Master, the blue one with no bond. So you guys can see I've already had to grab 3 brushes of lightener to apply to this little bit of section. So I'm using more product with the old Light Master than the new Blonde Max. Can you guys see the difference between them? So what kind of questions can we answer for you guys?
This one is lifting higher than this one. That's what this lifting
Yes,
up
this is
9,
going to
yeah.
give you 9 levels of lift,
Mhm.
where this one I believe is 7 levels of lift.
Yeah.
But if it's heavy foil, it's okay to use it?
Yes, I would start with the 20 volume and then if needed, mix a second batch and do the 30 on the
So it
top.
kind of lifts up faster than actually this one, right? So you go
Well,
lower.
it lifts
Yeah.
the max time is 50 minutes, so you want to
50?
check
Oh, okay.
it. It does
Okay.
lift a little bit quicker,
Mhm.
but it depends on the hair texture. Do they have questions online?
No. Daniel did post some pictures.
So Danielle did post some pictures online if you guys want to check it out. And then I'm gonna also send you her head sheet here. So let me share my screen real quick. So this is a head sheet that Danielle had did. So we'll send this out to the salons. That way you guys have the different steps that she did take. Mine is a pretty quick, just 5 pieces. And again, we just did the weave first, and then I just picked random pieces to put it in, so it will just give a pop of color. So I appreciate your guys' time, and I hope you had fun learning about the Blonde Max 9 Plus. Feel free to unmute and ask any questions. Okay. If you guys don't have any questions, you are free to go. We do appreciate your time and thank you again. Danielle, do you hear me?
Yeah, and I was like, do
Okay.
they want to see the lift now?
Yeah, you can show them your finished lift real quick.
I'll just show them the lift real quick. This was the first foil. Make sure I get it in frame. And again, not a warm head, 20 volume. Here we are now. So if you can see it.
How long was that?
In 30 minutes. This is about a half hour.
I'm messing up my screen real quick.
So it seems like a better product, has a little more
you know, I want it softer and protected and it's a little bit higher.
My hair does so bleached when she did mine,
Oh,
but we could just blow dry it. I mean, now I've got hairspray and everything. She originally did mine. It did not have bleached at all.
oh, you said really, that's good. Yeah.
The oil probably good.
think
Nothing
it's
get dried out or
It's
anything.
not gonna be, it's out of its boundary, but I have a client. He wanna get really light hair. I mean, she comes in like every 2-3 months.
So Danielle, I did wash my 2 swatches so they could see the difference too, for whoever's left on there. And this is just 15 minutes being on the hair swatches. So this is the Blonde Max. Hold on, I think I switched them when I washed them.
Okay.
This is the Blonde Max. So just 15 minutes versus the Light Master. So the Light Master really didn't pull the gold out, where the Blonde Max pulled more of the gold out for us. So we appreciate you joining. I hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you, everyone.
I think this watch is already light,
Okay.
so it doesn't, I couldn't tell the difference. Maybe darker.
This one feels softer than that. Maybe you mixed them up.